welcome back to the Joe Review. And Fabian Schar has signed a 2-year contract at Newcastle United. It was due to run out this summer because the contract he signed last year was only for another year. But I'm so happy that we've got him for another couple of years until 2024. During his first season, he was phenomenal. You know, the goals against Cardiff and Burnley under Raf Benitez, but then Steve Bruce ruined this guy in his 2.5 years at the club. I mentioned actually when Steve Bruce got the sack that Schar was one of 3 players, along with Lejeune and Sean Longstaff, that looked so good under Rafa Benitez, but were ruined by Steve Bruce's management. And he's coming under Eddie Howe, and even in kind of his first game, Eddie Howe, well, he had COVID, so he was managing from home. Tyndall was obviously in the dugout, but even then, he looked good. I was like, you know what, Eddie Howe could probably do something with him, and he's just been so much better under Eddie Howe, and he's deserved this contract extension. I think 2 years, it's probably sensible, because he is 30, you never know what might happen with centre back. They get on, you know, we've seen Kieran Clark go downhill recently. We've seen Federico Fernandez as well. It'll probably be out the door. I'm going to come on to this later in the video. But I think he's definitely earned this new deal. And, you know, we'll talk about, I mean, people obviously say, when we're giving Eddie Howe credit, but it's easy when you've got, 93 million or whatever it was spent in the January window. You know what, it might be, but at the same time, I've also mentioned the players that he's improved, and Schar is one of them, along with, players like Jolinton, Fraser, Shelvey. So we'll get into what they said. Fabian Schar, he said, "I'm absolutely delighted. It's what I've always wanted, to stay here, to play for this unbelievable club. Since my first day in Newcastle, I felt so comfortable. It's like a second home, and now to stay here for some more years, I'm delighted." Eddie Howe said, "I've been delighted with Fabian's form. He is the ultimate professional and a hugely important player in our dressing room. I'm delighted he has committed himself to the club. He is very driven for future success, and I'm pleased he will be part of our future." So that's what they said. And really, I think you want players there like Fabian Schar, and maybe it's Callum Wilson to, help us on this road to being successful with the ownership we've got in. Because there'll be players we've got to get rid of, but it's not FIFA. You can't just get rid of literally everybody in one transfer window, or try to. Well, unless they keep turning down contract offers. But it's good to have him on board for next season, and obviously we'll just be looking to build step by step. So, I mean, as I mentioned in the Norwich review, I think we could look to him for Europa Conference next season, given what Eddie Howe's achieved this season. Now, in terms of centre-backs for next season, so obviously you've got Schar there. Dan Burn will likely stay, and rightfully so. He's been excellent since we signed him from Brighton in January. Keelan Watts signed a 2-year deal. He's done well on loan at Wigan Athletic, as you'd expect. I was hoping... sorry, apologies. I was hoping he'd go on loan to move to the Championship for this season, but... or maybe be part of the first team squad this year, but... He's obviously done well at Wigan, and they look like they're about to win promotion back to the Championship. Now he's 23 in November, and in my opinion, I think if he's signed a 2-year deal, he's turned 23, then we've got to look at having him in the squad. So I hope we see him a lot in pre-season. Jamal Lascelles was better against Norwich, but I think it's probably time for him to move on. Kieran Clark, don't think I need to say anything about him. And Federico Fernandez, I don't necessarily think he's been a bad centre back for us, but I feel like he's out of favour. He's barely playing. He played once against Norwich when Clark got that stupid red card. He actually played well in that game. Lascelles was suspended as well. Fernandez, I think probably time to move him on. So yeah, that's pretty much all I've got to say in this video. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe to my channel. Let them know what you think of this contract extension. What centre backs you'd like to see at the club next season. I think along with Schar, Burn, Watts, I'd like maybe the new centre back, maybe the Diego Carlos. There's reports. I'm taking it with a pinch of salt though. That apparently we have agreed a fee for him, but we'll announce it in the summer. But as I mentioned, I'll take that with a pinch of salt. But yeah, that's all I've got to say now. But thank you for watching the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Follow us on my social media. The links will be in the description below. And I'll see us probably on Monday for the review of the Liverpool game.